So welcome back to Big House. This should be probably episode 4, and the tiling and the grouting is all finished. The tiles have all been sealed, and this is the finished effect on how your travertine tiles should look once grouted and sealed. So you can see now that once all buffed off, the grout fills all the little pitting and really adds a nice effect to the tile. And obviously it ties the tile into the grout almost. No matter what colour grout you use, you'll have that in the surface of the tile. So it really is a nice effect. It's a lot harder grouting these tiles than it is standard ones, because you've really got to work them. You've got to let it dry off so it's dry enough that the grout isn't going to pull back out when you sponge it off. So don't expect it to be an easy job. If you're a tradesman pricing it, for example, or if you're a customer expecting a price, it certainly shouldn't be as cheap as it would be a standard tile, porcelain or ceramic. So that's pretty much the job done. You can also see I put some upstands or sort of skirting around the walls. I just trimmed it off. The excess tiles or offcuts I've trimmed off to 100mm high and stuck them to the walls. Bit of grout. I use something like a 2mm shim just to sit them off the floor so you can get a nice grout line right the way across the bottom of them. And I've done that as well all the way out here in the conservatory, so the tiles run right the way around and it ties it all nicely. It doesn't matter how you do it. I've chosen not to line up the tiles as opposed to matching each tile up the wall. My reason for that is simply because these tiles here were a full tile, so it wouldn't have been right that they then returned up the wall. Had they been halves, maybe I would have done it, but that's just how it's gone. So that's basically that. Unfortunately, I didn't video sealing these tiles, which I should have done, but so that's my fault, sorry. But this is the sealant I used. It was no nonsense, matte finish stone and tile sealer. It does repel water now that they're all stained because they're sealed, because I've tested it. It'll bead on there like if you water beads off a polished car. And what I had to do, I used a sponge, I ran it around and I left it so you would see a proper surface of sealer on the top of the tile. And then it definitely soaked into the tile. Leave it, and then after about an hour it's said to sort of just go over it. So I go over the same sponge, buff it off, leave it again, and over time it would sink in. It's put a real nice sort of sheen to the tile. It hasn't made them shiny so much, but you can see the light reflects off them, which it probably wouldn't have done before they were sealed. But at the same time, they're smooth, but they're not overly shiny. But they've definitely got that coating on it. If you spill something on it, bit of water or whatever, then it bubbles up nicely on it, so you know it's not penetrating the tile. I'm guessing you would have to do this periodically, maybe every year or something. I haven't actually read on that. You'd have to see what the instructions were on whatever sealer you use. But I really would recommend this, certainly for this style of tile. Certainly natural stone, porous type tiles. It's an excellent product, and it really is worth taking the time to seal them all up. And not just that, it's also going to protect the grout. And since we've applied it, or I've applied it, I should say, the customer's been walking around in the kitchen. We have been careful at the moment with cardboard and stuff down and sheets, but there doesn't seem to be any obvious staining anywhere. You know, when the kids run through the house with the shoes on there, and again, they shouldn't. So yeah, overall, I'm really pleased with that product. And, you know, like I say, the tiles now, it's really sort of enhanced the colour in them. And it's made it a lot more, I don't know, it feels more usable, really. But there we are. So, fab. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video. Please like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.